Friday night fishes number 2. Everybody's happy. I just moved the light. I've been keeping it in the front so that the plants get plenty of light, but it's time for a treat. I'm going to give them some Rapashi. You can't really see it in there, but just go for a second here. There we go. And move the light back to the front. And as you can see, they love the Rapashi. Look at them go. So an interesting thing's been happening, and you can kind of start seeing it happen here. This blood fin, that one, gets really aggressive when I feed them Rapashi. It's like he guards it and chases all the other fish away. See, there they go. Woo, bye. Not much to update this week. I did use some fish food last week, or some plant food last week, and the algae bloomed like crazy. So tested, and sure enough, nitrates spiked up. So I did a 20% water change this week. The fish seem to be doing just fine. Snails are doing amazing. If you follow on my Instagram, you saw that we actually have a baby snail. So very happy about that. They will help keep the algae down. If they get to a point where the snails are getting out of control, they're not narite snails. I don't think that they will, but I'll have to research what my options are at that point. Plants doing really well. Looks like they're even these plants in the front are starting to throw off some different shaped leaves. Even the cories like to come up here and get in on the Rapashi. And this is just the community gel Rapashi. I got it from Aquarium Co-op. I want to say it was like $8. Not super expensive. Basically what you do is you mix a tablespoon of the dry Rapashi in with 3 tablespoons of water. I used pretty close to boiling water. Let it set up for a little bit, and then I just cut it into cubes. Just took a knife and cut it right in the little Tupperware container that I used, and then I just give them a little bit of a scoop. You can see this guy's a real jerk. He is very protective of his food. I've been feeding him well. I've been giving him quite a bit of flake food. Nothing special, just the Tetra fish food. But yeah, they are just going nuts. And you can see back here in the back, see if I can zoom in a little bit here. These 3 are ready for bed. They hang out in that corner. The bloodfins do the same thing. They hang out near the heater. I checked the water. Right now my water is at about 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so not super hot, maybe a little on the warm side, but other than that, doing pretty good. The other thing that I noticed, and I don't know if you just noticed the bubble that went up from the sand, kind of an interesting phenomena. The bubbles will go up and then they pop, and they've got a little tiny bit of sand in them. So I don't know if that's methane, maybe an anaerobic zone under the sand. I did when I cleaned the tank earlier this week, and I did